During the weekly wrap-up, the new intern suddenly switched the projector to my attendance record. The eyes of the CEO and the entire company locked onto me in an instant. The intern, Madison, tilted her chin up with a smug grin and slammed a stack of photos onto the mahogany conference table. Nate, I'm reporting her. She's been using the company's luxury vehicle to pick up her kid every single day. It's a blatant misuse of company assets for personal gain. I move for immediate termination. Nate's face turned as dark as a thundercloud. I looked at this ambitious intern with a flicker of genuine pity. She was so desperate to climb the ladder that she hadn't noticed the rungs were made of glass. The company car she was referring to? That was my Rolls-Royce Cullinan. A $300,000 piece of machinery. For the sake of closing deals and keeping the firm's image afloat, I had let the company use it for free for 2 whole years. The silence in the room was absolute, the kind of heavy quiet that comes right before a storm. The central AC hummed at a steady 68 degrees, but a chill still crept into my bones. It had nothing to do with the temperature. It was the coldness of human nature. In the photos, the black Cullinan gleamed under the streetlights, parked in front of an elite private preschool. The angles were sharp, intentional, capturing me leaning down to lift my daughter into my arms, the last 4 digits of the license plate clearly visible. Madison braced both hands on the table. Her young face glowed with the misplaced zeal of a corporate crusader. She looked at me as if I were a thief caught in the vault. Nate, according to the employee handbook, company vehicles are strictly for business use. As a senior executive, Miss Mercer shouldn't just be setting an example. She should be the standard. Instead, she's turned our most expensive client-facing asset into her personal nanny cam on wheels. School runs, grocery trips, weekend errands. It's all here. Her voice was crisp and sharp, echoing off the glass walls. Then she clicked to the next slide. It was an Excel spreadsheet. I did the math. Between the commute and the school runs, she's putting an extra 25 miles on the odometer every day. Between the fuel consumption of AV12 and the depreciation, we're looking at thousands in hidden costs every month. And that's not even counting the driver's billable hours. She's stealing from the company. I stared at the spreadsheet, then at Madison. She thought she had found a scandal. What she had really found was a fuse. Nathaniel Cross had been my college classmate. Back in the early days, when he couldn't even cover payroll, I was the one who dipped into my savings to keep the lights on. Later, when we needed to project an image of success to land bigger clients, my old BMW didn't cut it. So I brought in the Cullinan I had bought for myself as a 35th birthday present. I had owned it for less than a month. Take it, I told him back then. Use it. We need clients to see we're already in their league. A temporary favor lasted 2 years. I paid for the gas. I paid the insurance premiums. I paid for the maintenance. Sometimes, when the driver was overwhelmed, I even drove to JFK myself to pick up VIPs. Everyone in that building knew that car was mine. Or at least they should have. But when I looked at Nate now, there was no defense in his eyes. His brow was furrowed, his fingers drumming rhythmically on the table. A nervous habit. He always did that when he was weighing his own interests against someone else's. Diana, Nate finally said, his voice low and professional in a way that felt like a slap. The evidence Madison provided. Is it true? I stared at him. Is it true? 2 years ago, when he begged me for the car so he could save face in front of a client, he'd said, Diana, I'm so sorry to ask this. As soon as we're in the black, I'll buy you a brand new one. 1 year ago, when cash flow dried up, he used that same car as collateral for a bridge loan